Hello students, in the last class we discussed about the structure of megasporangium or a ovule. In that mainly we have to concentrate on the definition of a nucleus and structure of a ovule and two protective layers, those are the integuments. Okay, a small opening which is present in the ovule, that is the micropyle. Today in this class we can start the megasporogenesis. Megaspore means that is the female spore. Megasporogenesis means it is a process of formation of a megaspore mother cell or a functional megaspore. The first point, inside the ovule some cells are present, those are specialized cells which are generally different from other cells. Inside the ovule, inside the ovary, ovule is present. In that ovule, some cells are act as a specialized cells. They are just different from other cells in a presence of a dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. Okay, those are specialized which are generally different from other cells called as a megaspore mother cells. As in case of microspore mother cell we discussed already in the microsporogenesis, like that here we have to study MMC, that is a megaspore mother cell. Okay. Inside the ovule some specialized cells are present, those are called as a megaspore mother cells. Okay. In that a single megaspore mother cell or a MMC generally differentiate in a micropyle region. Megaspore mother cells which are present inside the ovule, they are get differentiated at the region of micropylar end of a nucellus. The tissue which is just surrounding the ovule, that is a nucellus which provide the nutritions to the embryo, sac or a female gametophyte. Okay. I will explain with a diagram. Next, MMC, that is a megaspore mother cell, is large cell containing a dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. I already told that those cells are different from other cells by the presence of dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. Next, the megaspore mother cell undergoes to the meiotic division. Concentrate here, in case of male gamete formation or a microsporogenesis also the meiosis division occurs. Same. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮಿಯಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ division, same we can see in the megaspore formation. The megaspore mother cell undergoes to the meiotic division. By meiosis, megaspore mother cell gives a 4 megaspores. Okay. Then one megaspore is functional while other 3 are degenerative. Okay. This is a diagram. You can see here a single megaspore is present inside the ovule. Consider this is a structure of ovule and drawn like this only. Inside the ovule the megaspore is present which is surrounded by the nucellus. The megaspore mother cell undergoes to the meiotic division. First meiosis first, we can get the 2 cells. Those cells are called as a megaspore dyad, just we can say dyad. Then those dyads again undergoes to the second meiotic division to form a megaspore tetrad. I will explain with the diagram. We drawn the ovule like this. Okay, just for a understanding I am drawing with rough diagram. am drawing the rough diagram. This is the nucellus which surrounds the specialized tissues called MMC cells. Okay, these are the two protective layers, integuments, outer and inner integument. The nutritive tissue which is just surrounding the inner cell, that is a nucellus. Inside that we can see the megaspore mother cells. Okay. Now we are discussing about this one. Only we have to concentrate on this. When megaspore mother cell have the prominent nucleus and a dense cytoplasm. Okay. That cell undergoes to the meiotic division, that is the meiosis first. After the meiosis first, the cell nucleus divide to form a megaspore dyad. Then again the dyad again undergoes to the meiosis second to form a 4 cells. This one is a megaspore tetrad. Megaspore dyad and a megaspore tetrad. Okay. This is the formation of megaspore tetrad. When inside the ovule some specialized cells are there, those cells are called as a MMC cells, megaspore mother cells. Those megaspore mother cells undergoes to the meiotic division to form a megaspore dyad. Again megaspore dyad undergoes to the meiosis second division to form a megaspore tetrad. Finally 4 cells are present in a megaspore tetrad, that is why it is called as tetrad. Tetra means 4 cells. Okay. In this tetrad condition, 3 cells which are present at the upper side, those degrade. Okay, degenerate. Only a single megaspore is functional. This one is going to be to the formation of a embryo sac. ಈ 4 ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 3, those are going to be degenerate. Only a single cell in a tetrad divide to form a functional embryo sac. Okay. Here for the formation of megaspore tetrad we can see the meiosis division. Remember this, meiosis division occurs in the microspore mother cell to form a megaspore mother cell to form a megaspore tetrad. Same as it is in case of a microsporogenesis, like that we can see in case of megasporogenesis. Here one megaspore is functional while other 3 are degenerate. 3 degenerate agi only one functional megaspore is prominent. Okay. That functional megaspore develops to form a functional female gametophyte or a embryo sac. A female gametophyte or a embryo sac, both are same, embryo sac. The process of formation of embryo sac from a single megaspore, that is a functional megaspore, is termed as ಮೋನೋಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರಿಂದ ಹೋಲ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೋನೋಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ may come for your examination. What is monosporic development? It is a process of formation of embryo sac from a single functional megaspore. Okay. Next, now we can study the formation of a embryo sac detailedly. In the tetrad cell, one cell acts as a functional cell, that is a megaspore cell. That functional cell again undergoes to the division. That cell again develops to form a functional megaspore to form embryo sac. Okay. The nucleus which is present in the functional megaspore divide mitotically. It is very important. The nucleus which is present inside the functional megaspore, that nucleus undergoes to the mitotic division, not the meiotic division. Remember this division, mitotic division to form a two nuclei. One nucleus in the ಎರಡು nucleus by the mitotic division. Okay, that nucleus which moves to the opposite poles of the cell. ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎರಡು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ದೋಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೂ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್. ವೆನ್ megaspore nucleus undergoes to the mitotic division to form a two nuclei, those nuclei are arranged opposite poles. Okay, that condition of embryo sac is called as a two nucleated embryo sac. Next, again simultaneously two mitotic divisions are occurs. In first mitotic division ಇಂದ two nuclei form ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, again two mitotic divisions are occur, results in the formation of 4 nucleated and 8 nucleated stages of a embryo sac. 2 ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ 4 ಸೆಲ್ಲು, 4ರಿಂದ 8 nuclei. Finally, we can get the 8 nucleated embryo sac. Remember this thing, it is very important. This mitotic division is not a wall formation division. It is a free nuclear division. Free nuclear means the division of nucleus occurs without the formation of wall. Without formation of wall. Mitotic nuclear division is without the formation of wall. It is actually a free nuclear division. Free nuclear division ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ವಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಸುತ್ತ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎನಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್. ದ nuclei are free. Okay, then later the 8 nuclei are arranged in the embryo sac. That condition of a embryo sac is 7-celled and 8 nucleated. 8 nucleus irtavalla embryo sac ಒಳಗಡೆ, they are going to be arranged in a 7-celled condition. 7 ಸೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Totally that condition is a 8 nucleated 7-celled embryo sac. It is very important. Next, 3 cells, okay, in the 8 nuclei, they are going to be formed individual cells. Okay, in that 3 nuclei are grouped together at the micropallar end. 3 nucleus ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, micropallar end ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Together at the micropallar end, those are ಆ 3 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಒಳಗಡೆ 2 nuclei are present in a synergids, 1 nuclei present in a egg cell. ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಎಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 2 nuclei are in a synergid cells. Next, the synergids are special cellular thickening. Synergids are having the specialized cellular thickenings. Okay, at the micropallar tip, I will explain this detailing. Just remember, the synergid cells are present at the micropallar end. Those are having the cellular thickenings called as a filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus helps in the entry of pollen tube. Here, after the, again I am drawing the tetrad. This one is a megaspore tetrad. In that megaspore tetrad, one cell act as a functional. One cell act as a functional megaspore. Okay, it has prominent nucleus and a cytoplasm. That functional megaspore undergoes to the mitotic division, not a meiotic, mitotic division. First mitotic division to form a 2 nucleus. Okay, one the nucleus in the other nucleus. That division is a, that type of nuclear division is a free nuclear division. Then again it undergoes to the separation of a nuclei. ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಎರಡು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಸು those are going to be arranged in a opposite poles. Okay, ಎರಡು pole opposite poleಗೆ arrange ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Then after the arrangement of nucleus, again that cell undergoes to the second mitotic division. Mitotic division, second mitotic division to form a 4 nuclei. 2 nuclei at one side, 4 another 2 nuclei at another side. Second, another mitotic division occurs, that is a third mitotic division. Here you can see the 4 nucleus at one side, another 4 nucleus at another side of the cell. This one is a 2 nucleated, this one is 4 nucleated embryo sac, this one is a 8 nucleated embryo sac. Okay, here you can see only the division of nucleus occurs without any formation of walls. Usually ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಎನಿ ವಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 8 cell stage, 8 nucleated stage of a embryo sac. 8 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ನ embryo sac formation ಆಗುವವರೆಗೂ you can't see any wall formation. After the formation of 8 nucleated embryo sac, you can see the formation of a or wall formation and a cell arrangement. Wall formation and cell arrangement you can see just after the 8 nucleated embryo sac formation. Now the 3 nucleus which are present at a one pole, they are going to be three nucleus are arranged in a one pole and another 2 nucleus are arranged in a another pole. Again remaining 2 nuclei are present at the middle side. Okay. The 3 nucleus which are present at the one pole, they are going to be developed to form a antipodal cells. Antipodal, I will explain what is antipodal. Just remember antipodal cell, 3 celled, 3 nucleated. This whole structure is called as an antipodal. Okay. Then the remaining 3 nuclei which are present at the lower side, 2 cells and another cell is formed. Okay. The lower 2 nuclei have the thickening, have the wall thickening a finger like projection structure. I will explain with again detailed diagram. Those are called as a synergid cells, and again remaining one cell, that is a egg cell. The centrally located 2 nuclei are grouped, have the 2 individual cells. That whole structure is called as a central cell. The each nuclei are known as a polar nuclei. Polar nuclei and a central cell, synergid cells. The structure of a combination of egg cell and a synergid cell is called as a egg apparatus. This is the structure of matured embryo sac. You can see here, I will use a pencil, 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, 5, 6 and finally this whole 2, 7 cell. This matured embryo sac have a 7 celled and a 8 nucleated condition. This one is a structure of typical embryo sac. I hope all of you getting this point. Again I will explain here. In the megaspore tetrad, one functional megaspore undergoes to the mitotic division to form a 2 nucleus. Those 2 nucleus again undergoes to form a free nuclear division to form 4 nucleated embryo sac. After the 4 nucleated embryo sac, that undergoes to the 8 nucleated mitotic division to form a 8 nucleated embryo sac. After the formation of 8 nucleated embryo sac, wall formation and cell arrangement occurs. So, in the cell arrangement you can see the formation of antipodal cells at a one pole, formation of egg apparatus at another pole, centrally 2 polar nuclei to form a central cell. Typical embryo sac have the 8 celled and 8 nucleated 7 celled condition. Here you can see the remaining 2 nuclei arranged in a central cell, those are called as a polar nuclei. In a typical embryo sac, in case of angiosperms, you can see the 7 celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac. 7 celled ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 antipodal cells, 2 synergid cells one egg cells, one central cell. Okay, here you can observe the end which are having the antipodal cells. Antipodal cells ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, chalazal end. Okay, the chalazal end we can see the antipodal cells. Next, at the bottom opposite to the chalazal end you can see the micropylar end. Opposite to the chalazal end, micropylar end is there. Having the two cells, those are the synergids. Synergid cells are having the finger like projection or wall thickening. You can see finger like projections, those called as a filiform apparatus. In the synergid cells you can see the vacuole cells. These are the vacuoles. Okay, at the upper side of the synergid cells you can see the egg cell. Sorry, this one is a egg cell, centrally polar nuclei. Okay, here 3 antipodal cells at the chalazal end, 3 cells, 2 synergids, 1 egg cell at a micropylar end. This end is called as a micropylar end. Here you can see the filiform apparatus. What is the function of filiform apparatus? Filiform apparatus helps in the entry of pollen tube. Okay, pollen grain germinate agi tara pollen tube formation agirtada during the process of pollination. Pollination process olagade idu pollen grain ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. that tube like structure is called as a pollen tube. That pollen tube has to enter inside the embryo sac. ಆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಫಿಲಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಟು ದ embryo sac, the pollen tube releases its male gamete. Either help in the pollen tube help in the pollen grain embryo sac reach ಆಗಿ egg cell ಗೆ male gamete ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. You can see the diagram in your textbook also. In your exam they will ask for 2 marks, explain the structure of egg apparatus. You can't see any label here for the egg apparatus. Egg apparatus is nothing but the 1 egg cell and 2 synergid cells with the presence of filiform apparatus. This one is a egg apparatus. Okay, egg apparatus na explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you have to explain egg cell, 2 synergid cells, 2 filiform apparatus cells. Okay, antipodal cells andra those are present in the chalazal end. 3 cells are present at the chalazal end. Those are antipodal cells. Okay, then in the central we can see the polar nuclei which are arranged in a single cell. That one is a central cell. This diagram is a 7-celled 8-nucleated embryo sac. This type of embryo sac you can see in the typical angiospermic plants. This is a detailed study of a embryo sac. It is very, very important. It will come for a 5 marks. In exam they will ask the diagram of embryo sac and explain the embryo sac. If you understand the structure of embryo sac, you can easily get the pollination and fertilization concepts. Okay. In this topic, megasporogenesis is very important, and a structure of embryo sac must and should, it will come for a examination. It is very important for a 5 marks. In your exam, you can face the diagrammatic questions also and theoretical, like explain the structure of embryo sac. It is very important. Practice this diagram and write down all the notes which I am showing now. Means in classes, how can I explain? Sorry, how I am explaining, write like that only, then will not face any difficulty during the examination. We can continue in the next class. Thank you.